name is Tyler Evans, and I'm here to talk about Entrepreneurship 2P51 and why it's a very useful course for students outside of business to take. Students outside of the business department have a variety of different skills that they might have accumulated from their background or their current programs that they could be using to create a variety of successful new business ventures, but they lack the entrepreneurial knowledge that they require to support the new venture. If you fall into this category of people and want to have the ability to learn on the entrepreneurial skills that are required to run a successful startup, then stick around and begin to learn the potential skills that you will be learning from taking this course. If not, if you just want to stick to a 9 to 5 like everyone else, instead of having the freedom of being an entrepreneur, this isn't the pitch for you. Entrepreneurship is very important to our economy and society. Entrepreneurs provide new ideas, new technology that can potentially revolutionize different industries. Without these entrepreneurs, there will be a lot less innovation and a lot less progress in the world of technology. Entrepreneurs also help boost the economy by providing jobs for many new people within their startups. Now, the first thing that you will need to understand about entrepreneurship is that it's not for everyone. There'll be a lot of failing involved. Thick skin is definitely required to be an entrepreneur because you're going to be rejected a lot. You're most likely going to fail repeatedly at first. This is because 75% of all new products fail. One way that an entrepreneur can minimize the likelihood of failure is by knowing why most products fail. Most new products fail for 5 reasons. The first reason being the potential market was overestimated. The second reason being the customers may have seen the new product as way too expensive. The third may be that the product could have been poorly designed from the beginning. And the fourth, the product may have been too similar to its competitors' products. And finally, the cost of making the product may have been too high from the beginning. Now, it is important for an entrepreneur to understand why most new products fail, because it is important to minimize the risk as much as possible. There's obviously countless other reasons why products may fail, but these are the 5 main reasons that products fail. An entrepreneur needs to understand what not to do so they can learn what they should do to maximize profits and minimize risk. Now let's understand what a startup needs to be aware of. The following will be an explanation of 7 different questions that every startup should ask itself to minimize the risk that they are taking to help ensure that the startup has a real potential to succeed. The first question is the engineering question. The engineering question is based on the improvements to a current product or service that you provide. The underlying question is, can you create a new breakthrough in technology instead of small incremental improvements? This means, will your new product be revolutionary, or will it be the same product as before with minor upgrades that don't really provide noticeable benefits? An example of a product that provides a breakthrough technology was the first touchscreen smartphone. And on the other hand, a product that provides incremental improvements is creating a new smartphone that is just a little thinner than its predecessor. The second question is the timing question. The timing question is based on the idea of whether it is the right time to start a new venture or not. There can be many different factors that can affect this question. For example, what are the social trends, economic trends, and political trends going on at this time? Is the market growing or is the market shrinking? Now, these are all different factors, but they all definitely play a factor in if it is the right time to start a new venture or not. The third question is the monopoly question. The monopoly question is based on the idea of competitors. When you enter a market, are you entering with a large share of a small market, or is there already another competitor in the market that dominates your desired market? This is an important question because even if everything else lines up and you believe you have a major opportunity with your product, if your competitors control most of the market, you'll have a hard time finding success, and it'll be a lot more risky for you to enter this market. The fourth question is the people question. Do you have the right people in place to start a successful new venture? This question is an important question and often a difficult question to be unbiased on. And this is because most times a new venture is started with people who you're close to, often friends or family. And this question is actually a very difficult question to be unbiased on because you might believe you have a good group of people because you believe in the individual people, but by doing this you may overlook some other things that you are lacking, and it may cause to major aspects of what creates a strong new venture team, and you may be missing that. The fifth question is the distribution question. Do you have a way to distribute? If you don't have an efficient distribution method, then your product is bound to fail. Having an efficient and possibly a unique distribution process could be the difference between major success and failure. For example, think about Tesla. They decided that instead of having a third-party dealership sell their cars, they were going to control their own distribution. At the time, this was a very unique and innovative way to sell their cars, and consumers instantly loved it and they felt more connected to the brand, and it helped raise Tesla to the powerhouse that it is today. The sixth question is the durability question. Will your market position be defendable in 10 to 20 years in the future? This is an important question because even if your product is successful for the first 5 years, but the market position isn't defendable in the 10 to 20 years in the future, then the product will die out fast and may cost the venture team more than money than it actually earned. Also, having a defendable market position in the future is a great way to ensure success because it provides more security to the venture team because they know that their product will be able to have a share of the market for a long period of time. The seventh and final question is the secret question. Have you identified a unique opportunity that others don't see? This may be one of the most important aspects of creating a new product. If you are able to identify a new opportunity and can be the first person in the marketplace, then you instantly gain a competitive advantage over your competitors. Even when competitors inevitably copy your idea and try to make their own product, the consumers have already created a sense of loyalty to your brand because your product was first and they are familiar with it. Now, these questions can benefit entrepreneurs because it can help do a quick overview of a new venture before having to do hundreds and hundreds of hours of due diligence. Although entrepreneurs should still do their fair share of due diligence on a company, if they go through these 7 questions, they can easily say a new venture won't be successful and they won't have to waste their time on doing the due diligence. They can also understand if a company is a potential company to invest in by this, and they can do more due diligence in it. This is just one of the topics that is discussed in Entrepreneurship 2P51. To learn more about becoming an entrepreneur and starting your own new venture, you're going to have to take Entrepreneurship 2P51. The course where you will learn things like how to judge the strength of a new venture team, how to tell the strength of an opportunity, what an entrepreneur is, how entrepreneurs think, and what it means to be a social entrepreneur. This and more other things is what you will learn in this course, but I guess you'll just have to find out by taking the course.